Everyone, my name is Nguyễn Hà An. I'm from 12S1 and I recently just finished the SACE program in the dual diploma program here in H.A.S. At first, I was really determined to go to Australia since the beginning years of my high school years, but then I discovered the SACE program here in H.A.S. and I think it's really wonderful because it allows students to acquire an internationally recognized certificate here in Vietnam. And second of all, it's really cost-effective and time-saving because living in Vietnam is relatively cheaper than in Australia, right? And I think most important of all would have to be that I was able to learn and enhance various practical skills such as critical thinking, researching skills, and teamworking skills. And I'm really grateful that I decided to join the SACE program here in H.A.S. Actually, my favorite subject here in the SACE program would have to be mathematical methods taught by Mr. Phan. I think the syllabus is really amazing and it approaches to mathematical problems in a really different way that I had never been introduced before. And I honestly enjoyed all the lessons that I had gone through, and I actually attained researching skills in the subject because we were doing really long papers on a real life situation, and I think it's really interesting for us to approach math through real life situations. Another subject that I learned in the SACE program is called the research project. In this subject, students are required to research and investigate on a topic that we choose for ourselves. For me personally, I decided to investigate on an app called TikTok. It is a social media application that recently blew up in the lockdown days. So my question was actually, to what extent does the TikTok application affect Vietnamese Gen Z users compared to Western users? I investigated from a Vietnamese user's perspective and compared it to Western users' data. It was truly an eye-opening experience because I got to learn what primary resources are, secondary resources are, and I learned how to reference and do citations in my research papers, which I know for sure would be very useful in my higher education. First of all, I would like to say that I'm very lucky to have a roof above my head, food to consume, and easy access to resources for my educational purposes. The pandemics had made me realize a lot of things, and I think me and many other students worldwide had also faced a new fear called online studying. I'm proud to say that I can adapt to new cultures and environments really easily, but online studying took a little bit longer time for me to get acquainted with. I think it was the long hours of watching the computer, eyes really strained, and visions being surrounded by four walls that made me really confined and small in such a small environment. But at the end of the day, the lockdown and the pandemics had made us stronger. Our bonds have become even closer and prepared us for even new challenges in the future. But greatest of all would be the support that I received from the H.A.S. teachers, my friends, and my family. It was their support that motivated me to improve day by day and achieve the results that I had today. The 3 years here in H.A.S. is and will always be an unforgettable experience for me. Why? Because the studying environment here facilitates self-master, self-dependent, and responsibility, which applies not just in school but outside of school, and further helps me to become a global citizen.